Hey everybody, this is Sharon Koenig of fearlesspursuits.com and welcome to another episode of Fearless and Power Tube. I'm so glad you could be here in this video because I'm going to share with you some limiting beliefs that prevent you from manifesting true love. You see, there's a lot of things that we believe in our mind and a lot of things that we want, and sometimes they're contradictory to one another. So oftentimes when you're not getting what it is that you want, more than likely there's something that you're doing or something that you're thinking or feeling that is in contradiction to what it is you want. So let's break it down today and find out maybe there's something here in this list that you're doing. So the very first thing that I want to talk about is that love will find you. Well, here's the thing. If you're sitting at home on your sofa just watching TV, love is not going to find you. Some people believe that it's about fate, right? Well, sometimes fate comes in if you're in alignment with it, but you've got to get out of the house. You've got to stop just going to work and going home. You've got to get out and find different people to socialize with, because that is really the only way that fate will actually work. So will love find you if you're at home? Will love find you if you're not involved with different groups? No, more than likely not. So a lot of people will sit there and just complain that they're all alone, but the truth is that they're not really doing anything about it. So you can write down all the things that you want about your true love, but your true love will not find you if you're not out there in the world. So one of the other things that I want to talk about that people often do is playing hard to get. So this is just a dating rule. What I mean is it's just a BS rule. See, we often do things that get in our own way, right? And let's say that you were dating somebody and you're not returning calls on time, maybe a week later. And what are they left to think? They're left to think that you're really not interested. And that is simply going to sabotage your whole experience with this person, never truly knowing whether this person was your true love or not. You're not going to know in the first couple of dates whether this person is your true love or not. It takes about 6 months or so to find out, because we go into that honeymoon phase in the very beginning where you really like each other, but if you're playing these games, you're never going to find out. So this may be something that is getting in your way because maybe it was advice that was given to you. Another thing I think that is important to understanding is that a belief of love will happen naturally. Sometimes it's all about how much work you're willing to do for yourself and how much you're willing to do for the other person. And love does not necessarily happen naturally if you don't nurture it. I mean, we can think about this with our own family members, for example. You cannot grow a relationship if you're not doing any of the work, if you're not likable, right? If you're not vibrating on the same level that they are, there's no way that you're going to be lovable, right? Love can't happen naturally if you're not in a good state of mind, if you're not in a good place, right? Or if you're not loving them and accepting them for who they are. So that is when love can flourish. That's when it can blossom, when you both are loving each other equally. So oftentimes you'll hear this. This is another belief that it really gets on my nerves, that relationships are 50-50. Have you heard that before? I've actually written about that over at the blog. And the thing is that it is not. Relationships are not 50-50. You have a choice to love, and you have a choice to give 100% of yourself in this relationship, whatever relationship it is. If you are a son or a daughter, or you're a wife or a husband, a friend, it does not matter. You need to understand that it is give and take here and there, but you need to give 100% of yourself in a relationship. So certainly we have situations where you may be the only one that is giving in the relationship. And we've talked about that in previous episodes of Fearless and Power Tube. So that's a very dangerous situation to be in. But we realize that there are times in our life where we are more open to giving love, to giving more of ourselves when the other person can't. If they are dealing with a project or something, for example, they're not necessarily able to. And this is where we have to step up and give more of ourselves in the relationship for them. Now, the caveat to that is if it carries on for decades and decades, you've got a serious problem. You've got a very one-sided relationship. And that is a whole separate issue that you have to get into trying to figure out what you have to do. But understand, straight out of the gate, any relationship, you give 100% of what you have to give, your soul and your heart and your mind. And that is something that really just grates on my nerves, because that whole 50-50 idea is like, I'm only going to give half of myself. Well, that is just really a bad way to start a relationship. So another belief that may be getting in your way is, all the good ones are taken. Oh, we hear this all the time. And it's true, as you get a little older, your dating pool kind of changes. I know for myself, I'm a little bit more of a health nut. And for me, dating someone who maybe is not into health, that's kind of a deal breaker. And I feel like in my age group, for example, finding someone who is as passionate about their health and fitness as I am is a smaller group of people. But I also found that to be true in my 20s and my 30s and my 40s. So this is something that is sort of true, but it's really just another limiting belief. We have to go out there in the world and believe that the universe has your back, God loves you, and you can manifest whomever you want. You've got to set your mind and your sights around the type of person that you can have. So for myself, when I actually did believe this, I thought, oh gosh, look at my dating pool. You know, we're all getting older and older, but you can tell who takes care of themselves and who doesn't, right? And it's just certainly not something that I want. And so I began to believe that I was not going to be able to manifest my true love. But I don't believe that anymore. I believe that anybody who is right for me, as long as I'm in alignment with them, they will come to me. I will find them. They will find me. And I will manifest true love. And I'm hoping that you can find one of these myths, one of these limiting beliefs in your own mind, and just go ahead and crush it. Because I'm here to tell you that there is no reason for you to believe these things. You can manifest true love. And I know that my true love is out there. And for you, your true love is out there too. You truly can manifest true love if you do the work inside and you just get rid of all of the limiting beliefs out there. So that's all I have for you today. I hope this video was helpful and inspiring for you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can get more inspiring and empowering videos just like this.